Okay. In my personal opinion, boom, KO is just an S tier ult. Okay, think about it. It's a whole large radius that it is hitting people, and there's nothing you can do. And situationally, there's not even like a wrong spot you can use it at. Like, you can always benefit from them not having abilities. The one thing that's kind of annoying is you give away your position when you ult, but that's the only thing, and it pings every so often. But honestly, that's such a small trade-off for what it does. It's actually insane. Like, you can pop it wherever, and it will still get some sort of use. Actually, I think Neon's ult's dog shit. I think Cypher's ult's even better. I think Cypher's ult's like a C, actually. Someone changed the KO dick writing, actually, though. Cypher, it gives info at least. Neon, it runs out. If you get shot, you can't slide even. Okay, wait. Hold on. I'm talking about Radiant tier list. If this is like a silver gold tier list, this is instantly S tier because I've seen Neon clips in those low ranks, and it actually looks like they're just cheating because people can't shoot a moving target. But yeah, I'd say Neon ult's pretty bad. Runs out. Like, it's a worse version of Jet Knives. Breach ult, A tier. Pretty good. You can use it a lot of the time. Fucks up people. Use it reactionary, use it set, whatever. Brim ult, you can use it also as a counter. You can use it as just a straight piece right there. Raise ult, pretty good too. You'll always create space with it. You'll most likely get a kill. Sometimes you get unfortunate and not get a kill. Omen ult, I would say like a B. Situationally, you can't always use it. Places you can use it, you can use it to when you notice that they're all rotated towards one side of the map. You can instantly rotate. Like, I'm talking about on attack. Like, you can instantly rotate to the other side, plant the spike. It's good for clutches and stuff. Like, there's a lot of Omen plays where the Omen ulted and 1vx'd, right? So I think that's probably why the Omen ult's B, not like A or C. Like, I think it has its uses. On defense, if you're not heavy towards the right side, you can instantly rotate towards the proper side of the map. I think that part's good. Phoenix ult, it gives you a second life. It allows you to create space. Definitely better than a Neon ult. I think it's better than a Cypher ult. I think it might be on par with an Omen ult. I think it's B. Jet Knives. Okay, Jet Knives. Okay, there's some biasy here, but if you're hitting shots, I think it's an A. Jet Knives are probably one of the most annoying things to play against because you just get sniped out of the air. Killjoy ult. Attack defense. You can use it quite often. I would say I'll put it at A because it's actually a really solid ult and you can use it quite a bit. Reyna ult enhances your combat abilities. Better than Neon ult. Probably on par with like Cypher. Your ult, actually decent. He's not in meta right now. I would normally say A because I personally play Yoru a lot. And you think Phoenix is S? No. I do not think Phoenix is S. You know what the funny thing is? When people hear a Phoenix ult at higher elo lobbies, a lot of time we don't even fucking challenge it. We just run away. Like, that's what one thing that happened with Phoenix is you hear where he ults from and you just run away. You can literally hear him just sprinting, and it's like he's on a time limit. Okay, on attack he can create some space, but I don't think it's that great. It's definitely not. It's definitely not an S. Your ult I think is better than Phoenix ult. I think with your ult it's just fucking annoying, and you can get behind enemy lines. He's not in meta. I'll say B. Chamber ult. It was A tier, similar to Jet Knives, but it's a free op. Can't complain. Character's really bad though, so it kind of lowers it. If it was just the ult by itself, the ult's pretty good because it's a free operator. It's a free enhanced operator. But since the character's really bad right now, I'll just say B. Sage res. I mean, you get to res your teammates. There is some downsides to it though, where if the enemy team is aware that you can res, they can set up traps around it and completely fuck over both you and your teammate that you're trying to res. So that's like one issue. That's the only reason why I might put it at B. But you can use it as bait setups. You can use it to res really important people. I'll put it A actually. You can. This could be like the difference in a round if your smokes player just gets opt and then you revive them and they have smokes again. Like it could actually be a pretty good ult. I think Harbor ult's actually insane. I think it's one of the top tier ults. You can't fight in a Harbor ult. Especially attack side, you just throw it on a site, you get a free site. There's a Thunderbolt that comes down that tells you where the enemies are, plus they get stunned if they're standing still, if they're in a corner. If you use it with other abilities too, it's fucked. Viper ult. I don't think Viper ult situationally you can't always use it in a way that's good. Like it jumps between A and B, I would say. For like post plants meta right now, I would say A.
A little discomfort isn't normal. Total 30 and total.
Oh my gosh. That scared the shit out of me. Sky ult, free info, A. Free info, plus it just hits people and blinds them. So ult, you can use it to counter the Killjoy ult, pretty good. Free kills, you can use it for splits, you can get, it's pretty insane. Asher ult, it's a wall. If you have a character that can flash through the wall, like Phoenix, Yoru, KO, any characters like that, Sky, they just flash through the wall, it's pretty strong too. You can get a lot of free plants on like Pearl, for example. Fade, I'll also say it gives info, takes away their HP, takes away their ears, and dogs auto lock on them. I'll say A. Gecko ult. I've seen some people use Gecko ult pretty well, but I've also seen some people use it really bad. It's just a better Skydog, but it can be insane. If you're throwing your Gecko ult just by itself with nothing else, I think it's really bad. But if you're like throwing stuff to support the Gecko ult, because it won't. If you make sure it doesn't instant die and you detain someone, it can be quite good. I'd toss up right here. I would say either A or B. I'm leaning towards B, but it can be situationally an A. I'm talking about just ults, by the way. For anybody wondering. Oh, I didn't mean to put that there. So many A tiers. I mean, there's a good amount of ults that are just really good. Situationally, I can think about so many of these ults right here that I can use a lot. Like, there's really no wrong way to use the ults. It's that good. KO ult, same thing.
Total 30 and total 30
Bro,
for stick.
I don't want to hear it. These ults are like a lot more like situational, right? Phoenix, just run away from it. It tells you where it is. You hear the ult, you just fucking turn your back because you're just gonna be flashing through. I find that ult just dog shit. Fade and breach ult S tiers. Okay. Now the reason why I have KO at S tier is because let's say a KO ult on the enemy team. You have breach ults, right? You want to fight for this one thing. The KO ults, you can't use your ability. I think the only reason KO's ult is S tier is because it literally takes away everyone's ability, takes away their ults, and now you're just playing a standard FPS game against Overwatch characters at that point. Like, this ult counters everything in the game. Abilities are actually everything in Valorant. Think about it. Actually think about it.
A little discomfort isn't normal.
Okay, dude, that ad is really annoying. You can still headshot enemies when you got stunned? Occasionally. You know what? Just because you said... No, just...